Hello, my dear friend, and welcome back to English Podcast Academy. I'm Michelle, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. In this video, you'll listen to a real story told in slow, clear English. You'll learn new words, understand their meaning, and practice speaking through shadowing. Yes, that means you'll listen and repeat after me, just like a mirror. It's one of the best ways to train your brain, your mouth, and your ears to work together in English. So grab your headphones, take a deep breath, and relax. The story you're about to hear is simple but powerful. It's called The Day Without My Phone. And before we begin, remember this. The best way to improve is by sharing your learning. So if you enjoy this story, send it to a friend and practice together. All right, let's begin. This morning, I woke up like always. The sun was shining through my window and I could hear birds outside. The word shining means giving bright light. I stretched my arms, smiled, and reached for my phone. But my phone wasn't there. I looked under the pillow, on the desk, even on the floor. Nothing. Then I remembered. I left it in the living room last night. For a second, I felt strange. The word strange means not normal, unusual. I usually check my phone the moment I wake up. I read messages, scroll through news, and watch short videos. But today, I couldn't. My phone was far away. At first, I felt lost. The word lost means not sure what to do or where to go. My hands didn't know where to move. I just sat there, listening to the quiet. The word quiet means no sound, no noise. It felt different, calm, but also empty. So I decided to get up without checking anything. I made breakfast slowly. I cooked eggs and toasted bread. The word toasted means made brown and crispy with heat. While eating, I didn't look at a screen. I looked out the window instead. The sky looked so blue and the clouds moved gently. The word gently means softly, without force. Then I heard something I hadn't heard in a long time, my own thoughts. The word thoughts means the things you think in your mind. I realized how loud my mind was when it was quiet around me. I started thinking about my plans for the day. No notifications, no messages, no noise, just me. After breakfast, I went outside for a walk. The air was fresh and the world felt slower. The word fresh means clean and full of energy. I saw an old man feeding birds. I smiled and said, "Good morning." He smiled back and said, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" I said, "Yes, it really is." The word beautiful means very nice to see or feel. Usually, I would have been looking down at my phone, scrolling. The word scrolling means moving your screen with your finger to see more. But now I was looking up. I saw colors, faces, people, movement. It felt alive. I went to the park and sat on a bench. A little girl was drawing in her notebook. Her mother smiled at me and said, "She loves to draw." I said, "That's wonderful." The word wonderful means very good, amazing. Then I just sat there, watching the world move. The trees were dancing in the wind. The children were laughing. And for the first time in a long time, I wasn't in a hurry. The word hurry means to move fast or rush. After a while, I took a deep breath and felt peace. The word peace means calm and no stress. I realized how much I missed moments like this. I thought about how often I lived through my screen, not through my eyes. Today was different. It was quiet, slow, real. The word real means true, not fake. When I finally came home, I saw my phone on the table. The screen was full of messages, missed calls, and notifications. The word notifications means alerts or messages from apps, but I didn't touch it right away. I smiled instead, because for one day, I didn't need it. I remembered that life still happens, even without a phone. Now take a moment and repeat everything with me once more. Let's practice shadowing together. Follow the rhythm of the story. Listen, repeat, and feel each line. I woke up and realized my phone wasn't there. Good. At first, I felt lost. You're doing great. I made breakfast and looked out the window. Nice. The sky looked so blue and calm. Perfect. I went for a walk and said good morning to people. Yes, keep going. I saw a little girl drawing in the park. Repeat again. I felt peace and didn't miss my phone. Good job. I realize life is beautiful, even without a screen. Say it again. Life is beautiful, even without a screen. Perfect. Now let's repeat everything smoothly together. One full shadowing flow. I woke up and realized my phone wasn't there. At first, I felt lost. I made breakfast and looked out the window. The sky looked so blue and calm. I went for a walk and said good morning to people. I saw a little girl drawing in the park. I felt peace and didn't miss my phone. I realized life is beautiful, even without a screen. You did it. You shadowed a full story. Now let's talk for a moment. What you just did wasn't only English practice. It was focus, discipline, and awareness. When you listen and repeat daily, your brain starts recognizing the natural rhythm of English. You begin to feel the language instead of translating it. Your mouth gets used to new sounds. Your confidence grows with every sentence. And there's something more. Shadowing teaches patience. You learn to listen carefully, to pause, to breathe, to speak clearly. That's not just for English, it's for life. So keep listening, keep repeating, and keep believing in yourself. Even on the days you feel tired, even when you think you're not improving, you are. every small repetition is a step forward. Every minute you spend here matters. And remember, learning doesn't always need a screen. Sometimes the best progress happens when you just listen and feel. So take this habit with you. Do it every day, even for a few minutes. Your English will grow naturally, just like your confidence. I'm so proud of you for being here today. You showed up, you practiced, and you stayed focused. That's what real learners do. If you enjoyed this story, share it with a friend. Practice together, learn together, and keep your journey alive. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more slow and real English stories like this. This is Michelle from English Podcast Academy. Take care, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.